All right, so looks like we're going for what, round four?
Dang, yeah, four.
Yeah. Okay, so we uh we I think we have in the title, or we're putting in a title for this video, DVDs, Blu Rays, VHS. Even though there's only a few VHS and a few Blu Rays, and maybe even music or CDs, because like I was trying to tell people in the last couple of videos, um, check your local thrift stores, even the ones that are national chains, like like the Goodwill. Um, Stop in every couple of days and check after work or something, and check and see if they have restocked anything or stocked anything um, when you're hunting things like we do. So we stopped and picked up this VHS.
That is a very weird find.
Yeah, it's not in good condition. I mean, it's really chewed up, the case, but the actual tape does play. We only tried it very briefly, but this only reason I bought this is because it's an Italian filmmaker, and this isn't a very old movie. Yeah, Argento, and it's got music in it. I think by Billy Idol. Um, yeah, I think it's got like a Billy Idol song, and it's kind of a cult classic, I think.
For all the old horror people out there.
Yes, and so the only reason I bought this is because it's screening only. It's not for sale. And I try to keep these if I can find them, of any kind of movie. It doesn't matter what it is. And so we got that. And then just Finding Nemo, because we don't actually have that tape. Surprisingly, out of all the tapes we have that tape.
We'll have to make a separate video of that.
Right, we will. And we got this. I don't know. I've never seen it. This is another Disney movie.
But it's wrapped.
Yeah, it's wrapped, and it's not just wrapped. It's got that band around it right there that you can see below the wrap. So below the cellophane, you can see like a band there, and the band goes all the way around the case, and that's how you know it's wrapped the way it's supposed to be. And then you can see that has not been broken or ripped apart yet.
So it has not been resealed or anything.
Well, I don't. It almost looks like it's been resealed, but it's not. I don't think. But anyway, we try to save those, but not these. Because when we went there, so it looked like somebody had just dumped all their Disney VHSs, and that's been happening more and more lately. And what day? What day are we?
We're in a
We're in the seventh month of 2024.
Yeah.
Okay,
the middle of the month.
So right about now, hunting for Blu-rays, DVDs, VHSs should be at either the height or in the downslope. But for VHSs, the hunt for them should be on the downslope, because everybody's that has VHS previously at these thrift stores and places that sell them said that they can't sell these things of any kind of movie. They can't sell them enough, and they're too bulky, and they don't want to keep them, so they've been destroying them. So VHS sales are down probably with local stores and thrift stores, and the other Blu-rays and DVDs are probably almost at their height, if not on the downslope of their height. So that's where we are. And so this is just what we found swooping in a Goodwill today, and I'm going to show you more from another thrift store that we went to. So got Armageddon,
Classic.
that Al Pacino, Jim Carrey, that with Bruce Willis and Matthew Perry. That's a pretty funny movie. And we got some CDs.
Finally.
Yeah. They don't have their front cases. So
I don't know if it was Goodwill that did that or the person who donated it.
Yeah, well, who knows? But they're not scratched, the CDs themselves. So we got Public Enemy, and I think the only good song that I recognize on this is "Bring the Noise." That's with Anthrax, Public Enemy, when rap and rock merged for a brief moment in the '90s, early '90s. And then this is pretty cool, Dio, which is Holy Diver. That song is really
hair metal fans.
Yeah, well, that song's pretty cool, whether you like hair metal or not. If you remember any music from the '80s. And then this is Judas Priest,
Screaming for Vengeance.
Yeah, and this is probably one of his.
You got Another Thing Coming's on that.
Yeah, that song that everybody would recognize. So yeah, that's 3 CDs without their cases. That's fine. But you can't beat these for the price. I mean, I think some of these were $2 and some were $1. So
Yeah.
that's where we are. $2 and $1 each, somewhere in that ballpark. So we didn't spend a lot of money. You can see there. Now let's pause and we'll get the stuff that the next dump for round 4 of, I think it's 65, 70 CDs.
Pretty good coal finds too.
Not CDs. I wish it was CDs.
DVDs.
DVDs, and this is more.
And Blu Rays too.
Yeah, I picked up a lot of Blu Rays because I started buying all the Blu Rays that were left behind, and I still got to go through more, but we'll see what we come up with there. All right, we're back. We went and got this out of the vehicle. Didn't even bring it inside yet.
3-4 bags. Jeez.
Yeah, it's the same as what we had last time, roughly. Probably 60, 68, 70, something like that in that ballpark.
You have to tell people how we're storing these.
Storing them.
Yeah. How do you store all those?
You just store them in totes and cases that are not airtight, but are protected from the elements. That's all,
okay.
really, yeah. All right, what do we got here? Oh, we hit a lot of cult stuff. It almost looked like somebody, turned in some, I don't know, cult classics or something that maybe they were trying to collect them. Not many, just a few. You could tell it was just a little different, and because they were all kind of the same. I don't know if that's a genre or what.
Cult is. It depends.
It's kind of like a subgenre or something.
Yeah.
People were trying to, it looked like they were all together anyway. So, don't know this, never saw it.
Whoever owned his name was Cody.
Yeah.
I think we watched that once. It's a Navy movie.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there.
Got Liam Neeson in it, I think, or something like that.
What's that?
I don't know.
All right.
Still going.
All right. We're trying a new recording device today, so we'll see how this works. So as a workout video, I always run across those. Everybody leaves them behind, but that particular type of workout video for that particular person that makes those videos seems to be a smash hit now. People.
Was she the OG or?
I don't know. Upbeat or so. More genuine to a lot of people who exercise. So.
Okay.
All right. So. Phantom of the Opera. I don't know. Two discs. Dirty Dancing.
20th anniversary.
Is it 20th or 25th?
So that would be, well.
So it's got 2 discs to it. All right. Yeah, but this is the modern, or not the modern Dirty Dance. This is the old one with Patrick Swayze. So. Yeah, John Travolta. Yeah, I don't know. Never saw this either. Behind Enemy Lines. I can't say I remember seeing that, but I might have. With Gene Hackman and. Oh, let's put these Blu-rays to the side. I got a bunch of these Blu-rays that are kind of repeats of what I already own, but not in Blu-ray. Some. And I'll put these to the side and then I'll show you in a minute. Alright. Yeah, it seems like I got a lot of Blu-rays today because how can you go wrong with a Blu-ray for $1? $1 Blu-ray? Okay. I mean, alright. I think this is a 80s or early 90s movie. Yeah, John Cusack and Demi Moore. Which turned out to be a spokesperson for the UN in the mid 90s.
How lovely.
Not literally, but on camera. This movie's kind of almost feels damp to the touch, so I'm gonna have to remove this. But it shouldn't affect the CD itself.
From Walmart.
Yeah, but it's never been opened. But it's probably not going to be. It's not really worth anything. But watching. I don't know. Never watched this movie, so I just know that Michael J. Fox was in it. Here's one of what I think is part of the cult classic.
Rika,
yeah. Shocking story of a juvenile. They're actually calling this person a slut on the front cover. Yeah, it's supposed to be a movie from 1972.
Japanese movie.
Japanese, and released in 2007 in the U.S. on DVD. So yeah,
That's for all them.
yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
what it is. Just leave that open for speculation. I don't know what this is.
I think it says 1964 on the back.
Okay, 1964 then. Yeah, Sundance. Yeah, this is probably like with Kevin Bacon. It's got probably a lot to do with, you know. All right. Let's see. Got this because it's it's still wrapped, right? So I always pick up the ones that are still wrapped. This is like almost like a B movie or something with Tim Robbins and Meg Ryan. I've seen that on TV, you know, like they put it on TV or something. This, I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's some horror movie, a low budget horror movie. Fuzz is Brit Boys. Okay. I only picked this up because I saw, what's his name in it? This guy from Happy Gilmore. You know, one of these pieces of crap for breakfast. That guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, people won't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, this is
Disgusting.
yeah, horror movie, low budget, I think. All right, let's see what else we got. I already said Zombieland, right? Because it's not open. I already own Zombieland copies.
Yeah.
But this one is not open, so it's self-explanatory. Like I said, I'm putting the Blu Rays aside. All right, so next up, I think, yeah, it's a Tarantino movie. A fantasy about killing Nazis. What is this? Full screen edition.
Ah, full screen.
Yeah, that's why I picked it up. This is full screen. A whole scary movie. I don't know. This was probably part of that cult classic.
Ultraviolet.
Yeah, I never saw it. It's got the woman from
Resident Evil.
Yeah, from the Resident Evil sequence or whatever of movies. Yeah. So this movie, I think this is about the clock tower shooter, the Texas shooter.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah, but Kurt Russell plays a star. I think it's kind of like a documentary. Yeah, see, Texas, Austin.
Yep.
It's probably the '60s Austin shooter. American Gangster. That should speak for itself. I buy movies that have major actors in it. I guess those two are considered major actors. This I bought because it's not open. I should know what this is. Kind of a silly movie. Yeah, I never saw that. But it's got Redford and some other well-known actors, including Morgan Freeman. It's probably life drama movies, you know, kind of like the other movie, the Sundance Festival drama movie, life dramas.
Full screen.
Yeah, they had widescreen edition and full screen, and I bought the full screen, of course. So, yeah. Not open. That's a pretty...
You check all your DVDs when you're buying them, don't you?
Absolutely, every one of them. I got to look and see if they have any scratches that would prevent it from playing. And anything that would reflect light back is what you're seeing as a scratch. And if it's deep enough, it won't play. And you can't put it through a machine and buff it out.
How many have we come across that don't play, even though they look clean?
Only 2, maybe.
Out
Out of all of the things that I've collected so far, not counting this batch. And I think it was because the disc became defective or delaminated or something, possibly, inside the structure of the disc itself. Gotcha. Something that the naked eye can't pick up. And it might just be because, you know, there are other people out there that make YouTube videos about disc not working right out of the package. I have never ran across that yet. So I don't know how true that is. But I'm eager to get a hold of any of the DVDs that they speak of so I can see if they don't work fresh out of the pack. But so far I have not found any.
Gotcha.
Unless Like I bought one that's cats and dogs or something.
Yeah.
It played halfway through the DVD and just cut out. And there was no explanation. And it froze on every one and wouldn't replay the disc. It wouldn't even skip to the next scene. It just wouldn't play the remaining of the movie.
And there was no scratches.
No scratches visible. So what does that mean? It means the disc was somehow damaged or, something was wrong with it. And I think that's, what I was talking about. So, this, I thought that was a pretty funny movie. I don't really know why I got it. Oh, because it's Mel Gibson. That's right. Yeah, he's at the top of, or at least he was last time I looked, controversial. So, a lot of places want to get rid of his movies,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's funny that they should still have a movie floating out there around, trying to predict what women want. So it makes it even more controversial, and it just makes it more of a collector's item. Every time they do crap like that, it just makes something more desirable. I mean, it's just the same old, same old.
Double whammy.
Yeah, sometimes I think they do it on purpose, So I got this. I know it's a low budget. I just picked it up. No reason.
Is that the one with the snapped axle on a car?
I don't know. I don't remember seeing it. Just got Dwayne Johnson in it. Okay, so I had to pick this up for one good reason, right?
Equilibrium.
That movie right there. I could not find that anywhere in any of these thrift stores and places, or even some of the dollar stores I visited. But I did find it in this 4 sequence, and you know what? That'll do. Because I think that is a very good description of what's happening today with media and everything else.
All you totalitarian fans out there.
Yeah, I mean, this is all going to be considered contraband right here that I'm showing you. And while you're watching this video, the government's probably kicking this on the back burner, and they're saying, well, one day we're going to go over to that YouTube guy's house, but first we got to get these big fish out of the way. So they're going to put my video on the back burner here, and then one day come and ask me where all this is, the seditious material.
Isn't that what they do in the movie too?
Yeah,
Yeah, they do. Huh, go figure.
Yeah, and you got to take your pill, You got to take your pill. If you don't take your medicine, you're an enemy of the state.
Yeah, you got the back room with all the old material.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, and they bust the floor up and they find all kind of material. I don't want to ruin the movie if anybody's never seen it. No, low budget zombie movie.
Everybody's got to have.
Whenever I see zombie movies, I just kind of pick them up, whether they're low budget or not. Sometimes they're horrible. I mean, they're horrible.
Hard to watch.
I mean, you want to turn them off. You just turn them off sometimes, but doesn't matter. For $1.
Now that's a weird one.
Yeah, this was, I think, part of that cult collection that someone had, and they had this and Rocky Horror Picture Show and all those other things in there, right? So I've never heard of this, but yeah, it's
70s or something.
Yeah. What else we got? John Candy, Uncle
3
Buck,
movie.
Great Outdoors, and I got Uncle Buck probably like 3 different times.
Same with the Great Outdoors.
Yeah, I probably got that 2 or 3 different times.
Going Berserk, I've never heard of that.
I don't have that at all. So it's bought for Going Berserk. The Hitcher, I don't know. It's like a Hitchhiker knockoff or something.
Those Blockbuster specials.
Is it Blockbuster? It sure is a dirty case. I got to clean a lot of these.
No, not a case, but
the disc is readable and playable.
And it's a full screen.
Yes.
Gore and full screen.
That's probably why I grabbed it. Full screen, Omen.
Eesh.
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy satanic movie, but it's here. This reminds me, I bought a movie I heard someone ask about the other day, and I heard that it was. I don't remember watching it, but it's kind of one of those silly movies. This one, Dogma. I don't really see. They said it makes fun of religion or something. I don't remember watching it, so I don't know. Yeah, it's got these people in it, but I don't remember what it actually does. But some older guy was asking about this. Hey, he was making a joke. If you see that movie in that bunch, when I was looking at him, buy it for me. And I didn't know the guy, and I was just like, And then I looked it up, and then I saw it when I went back. Hidden underneath a bunch of things. So maybe there's $1 million bill inside. I'm just kidding. $100 bill, But anyway, the guy was asking. I don't know why. Hey, maybe we should dig through the paperwork now. Maybe He's got some bonds or something stocked in there, you know?
$100 bill.
Stashed in there. Max Payne. Still in good condition.
Very good condition.
Yeah, so. Yeah, that.
Digibook.
Right. So this is part of that, I think, that person's cult collection. And it's a Blu-ray, so. Yeah.
It's clear.
Yeah. Only thing, I never saw this movie. The only thing I know is that every Saturday in the early 90s, like 91, 92, the high school students that were Catholic school, girls, went and saw this every Saturday and dressed up like this. Kind of like people dressed up for Star Wars and all these other movies, Harry Potter and all that. They dressed up.
I wouldn't know
like
anything about
this. Me neither. To me, this is like early drag show stuff. But that's what the girls that I grew up with did every Saturday, and I never went and saw it. Maybe because they never invited me, and I didn't really know what it was about, and I still don't know to this day, except for I'm not used to seeing Tim Curry looking like that. Right? Anyway, okay. 50 Shades of Grey, darker or whatever. I don't know. This is probably the same person that owned that.
Yeah.
It's like
it's gray.
I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, with that's a Blu-ray. I'm gonna have to go with chick fantasy on this again.
Yeah.
Probably. It is what it is. Don't you hate that? Anyway.
Yeah, I hate that word.
Hey, look, Stand By Me.
The left edition.
Yeah, that's what.
Wait, it's got a booklet in it.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, geez, I'm nice.
What would you do with this?
That's for a fan.
Do you read the book?
Yeah.
Is this like the movie or what?
That looks like
it's like a prequel to the movie.
It might be.
Look at that, dude.
Oh no, those are like people like Stephen King talks about the movie.
No one ever
opened
like this. Who made this movie?
I think it was Rob Reiner, wasn't it?
Why would Stephen King talk about this movie?
He talks about it, talks about how the movie was made. So if it got the same thing with Fight Club in there.
Really?
People talking about how Fight Club was made and what their opinion is of it, how crazy it is and stuff.
Okay.
Collector stuff.
Stand By Me. All right, let's see. Are we with Blu-ray yet? Almost, guys. Almost gonna do Blu-rays. Got a few more. Remember, I'm scraping as fast as I can trying to get these to get out of there because I only have a limited time to get there because of what I do for a living on top of what time the store closes.
Right.
So usually when I get there, I got an hour left. I got to get this stuff quickly. Sometimes only 30 minutes. So that movie, I've never seen it. I know it's been out a long, long time.
Never even heard of it.
It's almost extinct, but yeah, I never saw it, but it's Tom Hanks. What are you going to do? And let's see. Yeah, I might have seen it. I'm trying to contemplate whether I've seen it. I can't remember.
Soldier movie.
Yeah, it wasn't rememberable enough for me to say, yeah, I saw it. And then never saw that neither, I don't think. So,
Wrestlers movie.
I saw that. So I like the original one from the 70s a lot better.
Yeah, I agree.
I do. Full screen. That's why I bought it. It's like, why did I buy that modern movie? It's not modern anymore, but
the only one that was good.
Yeah, you're gonna make a lot of people
mad.
Yeah, you're gonna make a lot of people mad out there. But I agree with you. I think number one was the only one that was good out of Iron Man. Pelican Brief. Yeah, I like it because of the case, all of that.
Old time DVD.
Yeah, looks like it's flippable.
So it's dual.
Dual, yeah.
Wide and full.
A lot of ones I have a dual, and it's a lot of people that collect these that don't like dual layer DVDs. I do. If you take care of them, they will still work no matter what you do.
And if one side doesn't work, the other side does.
That's correct. And so a lot of people say, well, they're really thin and they scratch easy, and maybe so, but if you're careful with them, you won't have a problem. Here we go. Blu-ray. Okay. A lot of these are going to be repeats of what I already have, but yeah. So, The Bounty Hunter. That's a pretty common movie. Supposed to be a comedy, romantic comedy, whatever. Batman Begins. Should be pretty common. Blu-ray. For $1 a piece?
I think that's one of the first Blu-rays made.
Is it? Well, why wouldn't you buy a Blu-ray if it's $1?
Right. And they're expensive otherwise.
Especially if Blu-ray's the last great media,
Yes.
isn't it?
It is the last.
For high def?
My opinion.
Well, in a lot of people's opinion. I mean, it's out there everywhere.
It's the last physical media period. They don't make anymore.
Okay.
Well, what's the?
I mean, Laserdisc could be the next collection.
What supersedes Blu-ray?
Nothing. Digital media, state-run media, where you got to ask permission to watch something, or you forgot that it even exists, and the state's happy to show you that, or not show you that it doesn't exist. That it never did exist.
Right.
Get my point?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of movies that I look through. When I look through, I'm like, geez, they really made a movie like that. I forgot about that.
Like you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah. Well, it kind of out of sight, out of mind. I think a lot of this is about that too.
Yes.
So. Anyway,
Miss Piggy.
Oh
no. Oh, okay. Maybe humor. All right.
Yeah. What were you doing?
She looked like Miss Piggy. I didn't know who the heck that was.
All right. Not look.
Near Dark.
Right. So I don't know what this is, and I've never seen it. But it's Blu-ray. Same here. I think I got somebody's.
Rom-com collection.
Yeah, rom-com. I haven't heard that. Yeah, that's what that means. Romantic comedy. Rom-com. This is only 6, right?
Only 6.
Only 6, but it's on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
It's crazy. All right. Mall copies, it's common to have on DVD, but here it is on Blu-ray. In case you didn't see the guy clear enough on. That's supposed to be kind of a popular movie, but there it is again on Blu-ray. Now, who in the heck in their right mind would go out and buy Bridges of Madison County and see some older folks having an affair in
1080?
In 1080.
Why do you need to see that in 1080? I don't know.
When I was younger, I saw this movie partially one time, and I barely remember because I always knew Clint Eastwood as being this, really upbeat, smart ass, real man's man, and in this movie he's like, going after some guy's wife, that doesn't, that he's never met. He's a homebreaker in this movie, and I never knew this guy to be that way. But yeah, that's why it stood out in my mind.
Boy.
So, there it is. There it is. That's what polluted your grandparents, and that's what polluted. That's the indoctrination that got your grandparents.
To the Bridges of 1080p County.
All right, so we had this on DVD. Well, now we got it on Blu-ray. That too.
That ought to look good.
Yeah, you think? This picture's mostly dark, so I hope it does look good. You got to really lighten your TV up.
You got to have a bright TV.
Any crappy movies this is not a crappy movie, but any crappy movies that are dark, I call them too dark to see.
Right.
Because if they're too dark to see, that means they're trying to fill in the budget for the movie
darkness.
That sucks. Right.
Like you can't see the boom mic in the corner where where it's black.
Right.
The Shack.
Yeah, don't know. Never seen it. Don't know this one either. But I know that name, Gerard Depardieu. That is that French dude from the 90s movie with the big old nose.
Oh, yeah.
Weird dude, yeah. He played in like this 90s movie with this liberal chick trying
Another
to grow
rom-com.
a garden. Yeah, and that's how I remember that. And I forgot the name of that movie, but I own it on VHS.
Yep,
that
there
guy
it is.
with the snout. Anyway, it's funny.
Fire. John Cena.
Yeah.
Blu-ray.
Something, yeah.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's got Blu-ray and DVD in it.
Yeah, a lot of these do. Transport. That probably look good on a television.
Action movies look great in 1080.
Yeah. That Battle of the Balls. Somebody obviously bought that for a reason. Sometimes you can find them in a dollar store for real cheap. That was probably one of those cases, right?
Yeah.
But still not $1.
No, not $1.
Not $1. The lowest I've ever seen a Blu-ray was $5.
Yeah.
And that was like after they couldn't sell it.
Right, that's like half off anyway.
And then of course this movie.
I don't know which
this
one.
This is like part 2. It says. I don't know.
Definitely, I think that's like
maybe it's like subsection 1 of part 3 or some crap like that.
I don't know. I think that's like on in the series or something.
I never saw Harry Potter, so I wouldn't know.
Part 2. Which part 1?
I don't know. So I never got into this. I never did. So.
Yeah.
but it's there.
Jeez, that's a
All
big
right.
haul.
Yeah, not really. I mean, it was about like the other one was. Remember, we got Goodwill mixed in with this today.
Oh yeah, okay, true.
So we're going to take a break for the weekend. We're on the weekend now. We're on Saturday. But we're going to take a break a couple of days, recoup some money, and go back and do it again and again. Thank y'all for watching.